I want to spend a few minutes talking about how to super smoke with your pellet grill. If you're like me, you talk to a bunch of friends and they say, hey, my pellet grill is really great. It's super easy to be able to use, but you know, I want a lot of heavy smoke and I'm just not getting it with my pellet grill. So got a few ideas for you, and this is what I've done. So a few years ago, I purchased this guy called the Smoke Chief. And as you can see, it just throws out a ton of smoke. So it's a cold smoke generator, not throwing off a lot of heat. And this is great. I've used it for cheese, I've used it for salmon, I've used it for smoking almonds, and I just smoke them inside of a cardboard box. So one of my thoughts was, how do I get this and infuse it into my barbecue grill? Whether you're using a gas grill, a pellet grill, you could use it with anything. So what I did was I hung this on the side of my Weber, and I've used that pretty successfully if I wanted to kind of first put a heavy smoke on before I put it into my pellet grill. But if I want to use it with my pellet grill, a little bit of a challenge there. So came up with a great idea. Why don't I just go get some tubing? So I went and got some tubing at the local hardware store and put it on there and just let it crank. It gave me a lot of smoke. Then the smoke kind of started to smell, well, maybe a little bit plasticky. So I took a close look and yeah, look what happened. Kind of burnt the end of that pretty bad. So this was just attached right onto the end here, was throwing smoke through there, and you can see where it really does a great job of directing that smoke. So you could put it into your grill or wherever the case, but you get a lot of heat on the end and start to really cause some problems there with the melting of that. So did a little look on Amazon and found this tubing. So this stuff is rated for 500 degrees. It's great because it's a 1/4 inch inside, which is the same thing as this little machine here. So it fits right on the end. I can turn it on and lo and behold, there's going to be just a ton of smoke that's just going to shoot right through there. So now I can direct that inside of my pellet grill, inside of wherever I want. What I thought that I could use is I went to the hardware store and just basically got this little NPT fitting. So that way I could push this onto the end and then just attach this into my pellet grill. And that way it would be super simple to do that. Just really a cool way to be able to direct that smoke, to get a lot of smoke. And as you can see, this thing really throws out the smoke. A friend of mine sent me these pellets a couple years ago. I've got some maple, some cherry. These are Lumberjack brand. There's some hickory, and we just got a lot of different ones. This is pecan right here. And I wanted to try these, but if you put them in your hopper, that's really not too much. It's a pound of pellets, so it's not going to last that terrible long. With this, I can just throw the pellets in here and throw a super smoke of whatever kind of pellets that I want to use and be able to run that into my meat, maybe for the first half hour. Sometimes maybe you want to run it just cold, just run it in there for a half hour before you can start your pellet grill, or as part of your smoking process, whatever you want to do. Play around with it. I did some ribs the other day that I smoked for about an hour first, just running this into my Weber grill as just kind of a container for it, and then I put them on my Pit Boss smoker, and worked out great. They had a great flavor to them. I think I used like a Texas competition, and they worked great. So that's, you know, kind of a cool idea. Now I've been running this thing for a little while. The tube is getting warm down here, but you know, it's not melting at all. I think it's just fine. So I think that's a good solution. You can give that a try yourself. This little item, again, it's from Smoke Chief, and it's just a cold smoke generator. I think they're about $150, $160 on Amazon. They work really good. I'm sold on it. Only thing that is a little bit of a pain is, I think it's because of the binders in the pellets, is you sometimes have to go in with this little apparatus, this little screw, and basically clean that out periodically because it ends up getting a little bit clogged. Now I know there's also an item called a Smoke Daddy. Haven't had a chance to try that yet. I've seen them on Amazon. I've actually seen a couple of videos with them, and they use real wood chips. So you put the real wood chips in, and whatever you have for wood chips, you can just toss them in there, get that kind of smoke. And I think that would work out really well. It's got a little tube so you can direct it also into your pellet grill, into your gas grill, into wherever that you want to use that. And I think that would work well. And I don't think you're going to have the problems with needing to clean that out because it's real wood as opposed to the pellets that have that binder on it. Hope this is helpful. Have a lot of fun. Go out, play with things, make some super smoke, and yeah, like and subscribe.